Hello everyone, hello class 7. So today we will be starting our very first poem that is in our syllabus 2, The Brook, and it is written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Now I'll give you an introduction about what is brook. A brook क्या है? What is brook? Now brook is a stream. You went to the hill stations, आप hill stations पे गए हो, वहाँ पे आपने देखा होगा वहाँ small streams होते हैं. Mountains के बीच में, hills के बीच में there are small streams. So the streams is known to be the brook. Now let's see the introduction of this poem. The Brook by Alfred Lord Tennyson. The brook is the story of a brook's journey. The brook itself narrates its story and at places compares its journey to a man's journey of life. Now in this poem he is narrating the entire journey of the brook. कि कैसे वो स्ट्रीम द एंटायर जर्नी ऑफ अ ब्रुक इज़ एन ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल फॉर्मेट. मतलब वो ब्रुक अपनी स्टोरी खुद बता रहा है. तो जब वो खुद बता रही है तो वो क्या हो गई? ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल फॉर्मेट, जब हम खुद डिपिक्ट करते हैं अपनी स्टोरी. हेयर द ब्रुक इज टॉकिंग टू द रीडर डायरेक्टली. यहाँ पे ब्रुक रीडर से डायरेक्टली टॉक करें एंड टेलिंग अबाउट हिज जर्नी फ्रॉम वेयर इट स्टार्टेड एंड हाउ ही फाइनली गोज एंड जॉइन्स द ब्रिमिंग रिवर. कैसे वो स्मॉल सी स्ट्रीम्स आगे जाके वो एक बिग रिवर को कैसे ज्वाइन कर लेती है. क्लियर? नाउ द पोएट इन दिस पोएम शोन द सिमिलैरिटीज एंड द डिफरेंसेस. उसने सिमिलैरिटीज एंड डिफरेंसेस इन द एक्सपीरियंसेस दैट द ब्रुक गोज थ्रू द ओरिजिन टू फाइनली जॉइनिंग द रिवर. कैसे वो छोटी सी स्ट्रीम अपनी पूरी जर्नी क्रॉस करके एक रिवर तक पहुंचती है. From the origin to finally joining the river, and the experiences that the man goes through are parallel between them from birth to death. It's a subtle comparison. अब वो comparison करते हैं एक man की journey के साथ कि कैसे a birth and then the death, and it compares with the brook. Clear? Now, introduction to the poem. Now in this the poet is narrating a brook story in the first person. Now here the speaker is the brook itself. खुद brook ही speaker है. brook खुद अपनी story बता रहा है. So here the narrator has personified the brook because it is depicting this own story. Now brook is a stream. It can speak. It can't speak. वो बोल नहीं सकता, but now he is talking to us. It is telling us. That is why it has been personified. ठीक है, उसे personified कर दिया. Now brook has a human quality. Now that brook can also speak. पहले वो नहीं बोल सकता था, but now he has personified. So now he can tell us his story. Now brook is telling you about his life. कि कैसे वो उसकी journey from where it started and how he crosses the mountains, different jungles, different flowers, stones, and then how finally he reached to his destination. That is the big river that he joins. Now he has personified the stream and talk of its beginning, the journey through various landforms, and finally its destination, which is the river. The poet compares a man's journey of life to the brook's journey. The brook is eternal and flows forever, where a man is transient. The brook says that men come and men go, but it stays forever. Now the brook says that the brook is forever. It flows forever, but a man's life is not forever. Clear? It is temporary because men come and men go. Men are born and they die. They do not live forever, whereas brook lives forever. But brook says that it keeps on flowing forever. So this is the main difference between the brook and the men, is that men come and men go. They are temporary, but the brook is forever. It's eternal. Clear now? Now let us look at the poem in more detail. Now the stanza 1. Now stanza 1. I came from haunts of coot and hern. I make a sudden sally and sparkle out among the fern to bicker down a valley. Now what are haunts? Haunts are the places that is frequently visited by someone. जो बहुत बार उस जगह पे जाते हैं, that is known to be the haunt. Now I make a sudden sally. Now coot and hern क्या होगा? Coot and hern means the type of water birds. Clear? Now the brook says that brook comes from haunts, means the places which are frequently visited by coot and hern, that is the water bird. That is the type of water birds. I make a sudden sally. Now what is sally? To emerge suddenly. So जहाँ से brook की starting होती है उस जगह से वो suddenly emerge हो जाती है, mix हो जाती है and sparkle out among the fern. Now ferns are dull green colored plants. They don't have any flowers and the brook says I sparkle out means to shine. So the brook says when it starts flowing it shines. जब वो flow करना start होती है तो it shines at the backdrop of the green fern, the green plants. So to bicker down a valley. Bicker means here the brook wants to say that it flows down with a lot of noise. With a lot of noise means जब हम बात करते हैं noise create होती है. That is bicker and it is flowing down a valley. तो वो बहुत noise करता है because when the water falls down it makes a noise. Clear? Now we talk about the stanza 2. Clear? Now by 30 hills I hurry down or slip between the ridges. By 20 tops a little town and a 100 bridges. Now here the brook is saying that it crosses 30 hills. वो कैसे? वो 30 hills को क्रॉस करती है स्ट्रीम, अ ब्रुक. और यहाँ पे आई क्या हो गया? आई ब्रुक इटसेल्फ है बिकॉज वही हमें अपनी स्टोरी डिपिक्ट कर रही है. तो ब्रुक, आई इज द ब्रुक. क्लियर? Now here the brook is saying that it crosses 30 hills and it hurry down. So it has a lot of speed when it is flowing down the hills or slip between the ridges. Now what are ridges? Long narrow hilltop. Narrow hilltop. Now the brook says it slips between the ridges. When it flows, it also crosses it. What is thops? Now what are thops? It is a village. Now it is an ancient word. Now we don't often use this word. Okay, thops mean different villages. Now the brook says it flows down through 20 villages and also a little town and a 100 bridges. Now 100 means 50. Clear? Now the brook flows through 50 bridges also. Clear? By 30 hills means उसको hills भी cross करने होते हैं और split between the ridges. Ridges is the narrow hilltop. उसको cross करके by 20 tops different villages को cross करके little towns को cross करके and the 100 means 50 bridges को cross करके वो वहाँ पे अपनी journey को start करती है. Clear?